Alright guys, welcome to another vlog. We are at home now. Wifey's watching some drumming, but sorry yesterday it took forever to get my vlog up because apparently Australia's internet absolutely freaking sucks.
No, just ours.
Pardon?
Just ours.
Just ours?
Because we have the 5G coronavirus.
So anyway, we have here someone comes down and takes pictures. Her name's Natalie. She comes down and takes pictures down at the track, and she's hand drawn a picture of the Z and gave one to me, and she also hand drew the R32 of Kirby's and gave it to him, but I didn't get a chance to show you guys yesterday, so here it is now. It's absolutely amazing. How good is that though? It's rad, right?
It is.
Yeah, I think it's rad, but yeah. Anyway, we do have packages from gktech that have finally arrived, which I'll need to... I'm going to rip them open and show you guys, because I don't know exactly what's been sent, but I know it's some stuff. Apparently one of the boxes is heavy and they've left it out the front, so I'll get a knife and we'll pop these open. Alright, massive box of gktech goodies. I know that I have... So gktech have made mirrors to suit G35 and not 350Z, which is very weird. However, apparently you just screw an extra couple of bolts or drill an extra hole or two, and these mirrors go straight onto 350Z. So these will be a way better option than my mirrors on the current mirrors. So these gktech mirrors will look just like these ones. So your Ganador style. So yeah, and I guess I have solid diff bushes now as well, so that should hopefully stop the whole diff bouncing around and squashing cables that I shouldn't have zip tied in the wrong spot anyway. What have I got here? Fitted straight. What does this do? Oh, new bits for the S13. I got new towers because I got these prototype ones that are in the car now. And I'm going to convert over to the production model. Stoked about that. I'll get them put in the S13 sooner rather than later. Probably be later, to be honest with you. The axle spacers for the axle of the 350, so I can raise it back up that little bit and not have an issue with the shaft falling out of the diff. And then we got the centric, what are they called? Centric nuts or whatever to stop the rear arms from moving around. A mini tiny little box. I don't even know what's in this. This looks cool. Give me a second. Alright, so it's the weighted gear knob. This thing's actually sick. Doesn't look like... I cannot wait to get this on the 350. That's going to make the shifts amazing. And the boys have hooked me up tie rods. Tie rods. I think I got enough tie rods. Hopefully I go back to not bending in them, but they've sent me out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think like 10 tie rods, so that should keep me going for a little bit. I'll dig these out of the way and see what else I've got under there. Alright, so we ended up with 2 sets of traction arms and 2 sets of camber arms. I just wanted to keep some spare for, interstate trips, etc. I've got 10 tie rods now. I know I need to replace 1 at the moment. Now, I got this to replace the side that didn't break on my car, so I'll need to order another one, but this is basically, when I had that big crash a little while ago, I'll put a link down in the description actually for that crash that I had with the 350 where I ripped the whole right-hand corner off the car. When that happened, I wrecked the brake line, and I just sort of dodgied it up, and I ordered this one from the guys with everything else to replace that line, but that line hasn't broken in the one I broke in yesterday's vlog. So I'll use this one to replace that damaged one, and I'll have to order another one in, but amazing. Thank you so much to the guys at gktech. I'll leave a link for them in the description below as well. But we may head down shortly to the track and maybe get started. I'm still trying to decide whether I put everything on a brand new cradle and put the brand new cradle in, or whether I persist with the other cradle. If I can get on a hoist, if Chop lets me get on the hoist at his shop, or I take it to Regan's and get it on the hoist at his workshop, I'll do a cradle. If I can't get on a hoist, I'll just be chucking arms. So we'll see how we go. Either way will be good. I think obviously putting a new cradle in will be better, especially now I've got those solid rear bushes. So, alright, let's go get some stuff done.
You're a star.
Huh?
You're a star. Don't have no makeup on.
Alright, Scarlett, we got a job. We got to pull the rest of this 350Z apart. You going to help?
Is it going to be hard?
Is it going to be hard? Just with the rattle gun? You going to have to go on the rattle gun?
No,
Why not?
because
Yeah, the rattle gun, the dun dun dun.
I don't like it.
You used to like it.
When I was doing the tires, I had to have help.
Alright, so we've finished getting everything we need to get out of the 350Z. I'm going to get Scarlett to give me a hand. I'm going to try and lift the front of the car up while she pulls the jack stands out. And don't worry, there's no chance of the car falling on Scarlett as it sits on wheels and tyres. I'm just going to get her to pull out the, see the orange, red and black thing? See this? Daddy's going to lift the car up and you just pull that out, alright?
Okay.
Alright, you got this? Alright, let's have a try. Ready? Daddy's going to have to be strong and lift the whole car. Ready? Go!
Got it.
Alright, should I come around and get the other side?
Huh?
Did good. Well, put it down. Just drop it down on the ground. Good job! Need to come around and get the other side? Alright. Try that again, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Steady?
Yeah.
Go!
Got it.
Got it out. There we go.
Whoa, you opened the boot.
Did I?
Yeah.
Good job, Scar. Knuckles.
The boot just opened.
Alright, let's tie it down and we can take this to scrap.
Huh?
We're going to get rid of it.
How?
Bye-bye.
How?
Alright, reevaluated. Just remembered I needed to pull the steering rack out. I mean the steering column out because I needed it for my car. So that's everything out of the car that I need out of the car. I've just had someone hit me up that wants the shell. So I'm going to hook this up to the back of the Raptor now. It's all strapped down. Reasonably good. Nothing should fall out. And we're going to get this off to the new owner, I guess. I don't know whether he wants to turn it into a track car or what he wants to do with it, or use it even for repairs because the back end of this car is perfect. If I had the room and space and time, I would just keep it. There are some things I didn't take out, but if I need them down the road, these things happen. But I haven't taken the clutch master cylinder or any of that stuff out, so fingers crossed that's something I don't need. It's not something I'll need in the future. There's something I did want to keep, that little corner light. But pretty happy with what I've stripped out. Obviously going to keep the rear cradle and stuff, but the rear end, like I said, the rear end's fine. If somebody wanted to use it for a rear cut, they absolutely could, or turn it into a track car. You've got a solid base here if you wanted to do a roll cage and all that sort of stuff, tube front it. It would definitely make a pretty cool project if you had the time and wanted to build a 350Z race car. So anyway, let's hook it up to the back of the Raptor and get it off to its new owner. I'll empty out the rest of my gktech stuff here and basically get everything geared up, because on Sunday we're going to head out to Regan's shop and get the 350Z on the hoist. I'm going to take all the spare parts and basically we're going to try and take the 350Z from zero to hero in a single day, make it all straight, put all the new panels on, make it pretty much one color as well. It's going to be mint, guys. I'm excited for this. She's going to be pretty damn good. I'm going to get a fiberglass kit. I'm decided, since pretty much all my panels are silver, I'm just going to basically make the car silver again. The only thing that won't be silver will be the boot and the hatch and the actual bonnet itself. Everything else will end up silver. I'll do the rear quarters in silver to match everything else that's silver. So she's going silver again, back to her original colour. Did you fall over?
Bleeding.
No, you're not bleeding. Alright, should we hook this up? Do you want to help me line it up?
I'm gonna guide Daddy in for parking. You just gotta keep going.
really close?
Yeah.
Alright, perfect, thank you.
You're like just outside of it.
Well, I'm stoked. I just went and dropped off the 350Z shell, and it's going to a guy named Josh, and he comes down and drifts at the track, but he's also involved in Speedway, and he's literally going to be turning the 350Z shell into a Speedway car, which I think is like super rad. He normally uses a Commodore for the Speedway, and he uses a Commodore for drifting as well. I have shown him on this channel ages ago, but only a little glimpse, but he has a naturally aspirated V6 Commodore motor that revs to like 9,500 or something crazy. The thing sounds insane, and he brings that out to Archfield drifting sometimes. So next time we get him on the channel, I'll make note of it, but he's going to be turning it into a Speedway car. So once that is finished, I'm going to definitely go and check that out and send you guys for a ride with him. But I'm pretty amped. A 350Z Speedway car is definitely cool as hell, so super stoked on that. I'm gonna head back down to the track now, get rid of the trailer, and gonna head out to dinner, Brazilian barbecue, with a friend who unfortunately she picked up a new S15 literally earlier today. She lives down in Tasmania, so she's up in Queensland. So if you imagine Australia, you've got Queensland and then like a 20-hour drive from Queensland down to Melbourne, and then you get on a boat and go to Tasmania. She's bought the car from up here in Brisbane. Car's kind of low. She's driving it only like 4 hours from Brisbane, and she's hit something on the road or whatever she's hit and cracked the sump, lost all the oil, and it seems like her motor's been seized. So that's super unfortunate. We were going to head down and pick her up, but luckily her insurance company is going to be shipping the car back up to Queensland. She should be pretty much at my racetrack right now, dropping that car off. So that's super unfortunate. She just paid like $22,000 for a S15, and 4 hours later the motor's blown up. Unfortunately, she's cracked the sump, so she's obviously hit something on the road, whether it bottomed out or whatever, and cracked the sump. So super sorry to hear about that, but we're gonna store it for her. We're gonna lock it away at the track in one of our shipping containers and keep it locked away under camera and everything else. So she'll once she gets back on top of things, we'll help her get a new motor chucked in that car. And just sucks, man. Like, could you imagine that, like flying up to Queensland, 20 hours plus a boat ride? So say 40 hours of transit time to pick up your brand new car, and then 4 hours into the trip you blow your engine because you've cracked the sump on something. And I'm nothing against girls whatsoever, but she obviously didn't realize that she'd hit the sump and yeah, lost all the oil. She said no lights came on the dash or anything, so whether the fuel oil pressure light might not have been hooked up or whatever, you never know when you buy secondhand cars. So that's super sucky, but we're gonna head out to dinner in it shortly and try and cheer her up, basically. Oh, look, it's a drunk Irish guy.
How you going, mate?
I heard that one of you subscribers ran into Ricky the other day at a servo.
The shop in the morning.
He got ran into in the servo, and it's like, oh, that's a drunk Irish guy. And Ricky's missus was in the car, like, oh god.
Is that actually him?
Yeah. You drunk again?
I apologise for everybody. And my missus especially.
So, this is Holly. Holly. This is the person who cracked her sump and thought it might be dead.
Let's just start with saying she's a pedo.
Yeah, but the thing is,
sister.
you might be in luck. The car got back to the track. It doesn't seem to be seized. It seems like I disconnected the CAS, and it seems like I turned it over. It sounded fine. And it has a Haltech, which I didn't know about when the whole thing happened. You were very emotional. So it was hard to get anything out of you other than sob. So it was understandable. You just spent 22 grand on a car. But it has an aeroflow sump on it, which does generally sit down lower than the cross member. So there's a chance that she's cracked that. The Haltech's just shut the car down and it'll be okay. So we're gonna rip it off, take it to Chop. Chop, do you know about this?
Sorry, I was talking about the drunken Irishman. Catch up on this story.
So what I was saying is you got room to weld a sump in the morning?
Yeah, I've always got room to do stuff like that. I do. We stayed at your house in overseas, yeah.
Overseas?
I'm
Tasmania? Yeah. Alright, so we'll rip the sump off. We got Russ coming down to check to see if the Heltec was doing logs. But we'll get the sump welded up, chuck it back on there, raise the car a bit so it doesn't happen again.
Thank you.
And get you off to Tasmania. You maniac.
If they let me back in.
Yeah, so they've actually closed off Tasmania to outsiders, so you got to prove that you're Tasmanian. How do you do that? Just show them where they cut off the second head.
My scar.
He straightens up when you get that on.
The Drunk Irishman's out.
I can't even put it together.
Alright, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. We're going to fix an S15, we're going to fix 350Z, and probably do other fun stuff as well.
Thanks for watching.